Howdy YouTubes! Darlington Farm here. Alright, so this is going to get split up in a couple different videos. I arc-aired the old tube out of that guy, arc-aired the old shoe off of that. Now I got to use the mill to make some new pins for this. I was able to get some bar stock that is 1 5/8" that was the proper diameter for the eye on my hydraulic cylinder. So basically now I just have to drill some holes in it to where I can put some cotter pins through there. Basically the hydraulic cylinder is in here. There is a 6-foot long tube that the hydraulic cylinder sits down in, and this thing just kind of goes up and down. And then there's a piece of 3/4 plate that goes on the bottom here. However, it was rusted through in the middle here, so I got to pick that guy up today and just try and weld this guy on there. But anyway, I got to make some holes for my cotter pins here, so we're going to use my mill. Alright, so if you have never seen one of these guys, this is called a wobbler, or a, see if I can get it to focus here, an edge finder or a wobbler. As you can kind of see, it moves back and forth here, and when you are right at the very edge, it just centers up like that, but then when you're too far, it pops over. So basically, you kind of use the X and Y controls here. This is the Y, this is the X, to bump that up against the edges of your workpiece here, and you can find the edges of that guy, and then use your DRO here and zero it and find the edges of each side. Split the difference and then just use your hand wheels here to crank over to the middle, and then that's how I'm going to find my center of my piece of bar stock here so I can drill my pinholes. So I'm going to throw the camera on the tripod and get going. Alright, now I know you real machinists out there are probably going to be horrified I'm using the lips of vice here, but that's what I'm going to use, because this is, again, like this is a pin, it's not that big a deal. Alright, so there is the edge. So now we've got one end of our vice indicated. Now we can go to the other side here. And move the camera around just enough so I can get my hand wheel going here. Alright, see if you can see this guy here. Right there, and it pops over. Alright, so now we know this side, we know that side. Now we can go ahead and just use the calculator and split the difference. You find one edge here, you hit the 0 button, and then you find the other edge, and then you take that measurement, which just happened to be 1.39, you divide that by 0.5, and that gives you 0.695, so that gives us our center line of the piece of bar stock here. So you just crank your wheel over here till you get 0.6950, then we are in dead center of this guy here. We do like a, you know, brain dead check here just by eyeballing it, and it looks to be about right. And now we'll go ahead and throw an end mill on here, and we'll just make a little bit of a flat to where I can go ahead and get a drill started. I'm just kind of doing my sanity check here. Basically I decided to go 0.375 over from the edge of the bar stock, and I'm just kind of looking at this to make sure this is going to look right. I'm probably going to do about a 5/16 hole, just because I'm going with a 1/4 inch cotter pin, but I just kind of wanted to look at this guy here and see. I'm just going to make a little tiny bit of a flat here, but make sure I have enough room to kind of turn over the edge a bit. And I think that will work okay. So after looking at this, I decided to go in a little bit more to about 0.45. Let me get some coolant going on this guy here. Alright, so I'm going to change over from an end mill holder to this guy here, which is a drill bit, or drill chuck rather. Basically this works the same as a Bridgeport or any other mill. You have a draw bar, which is basically a long threaded bolt in here. And then these chuck adapters, or end mill holders, are tapered. This just happens to be a Brown & Sharpe number 9, like Bridgeports are mostly R8. But they all basically work the same. You just stick this guy up in there, Oops, and I gotta go down a little bit more here on my knee. Stick it up in there, and then this bolt up here at the top draws that tapered shaft up in there, and you just use a crescent wrench to kind of snug it down here. And now we're good to go. We'll go ahead and throw a 5/16 drill bit in here, drill this hole out, and we'll be on to the next one. Alright YouTube, well, I just chucked those in my lathe, welding lathe over here. I need to get a real lathe, just polished them up with my van file there just to make them look pretty when I deliver them. And yeah, quick, easy repair, should be a good money maker. Anyway, I'm Darlington Farm. Stay tuned here for more content. I don't know if the arc air is going to go up first or this is going to go up first, but anyway, have a good day everybody.